Good day and welcome to Dominant. So, if you are looking around on how to create graphic design or where to learn graphic design for free, then you are at the right place. Okay, so if you are a business owner or you are a social media influencer or you have an online page where you need to create content every day or creating your logo every single time, then you will know that paying for a professional graphic designer will be very expensive for you. Thereby, you might be spending a lot on creating a graphic design alone. And secondly, in today's world, graphic design has become very, very important in the sense that there is nothing you want to present to people online these days that you don't need something very attractive to, showcase what you intend to show them. Therefore, the essence or the importance of graphic design. So today we are going to take you on graphic design using an amazing platform called Canva, and then we are going to take you on this class for absolutely free. Now, graphic design using Canva is very simple, and Canva has been around for a while now, and it's an amazing online platform for creating designs like these ones, logo, and anything you want to create regarding graphic design, animation, even video content. You can use Canva for that. Okay, so today we are simply going to introduce you to Canva, and then we tell you how to sign up on Canva, and then we introduce you to the user interface on Canva, and then we also create a simple design using an existing template. Then we are going to tell you what exactly template is about. Okay, so you can access Canva platform using your web browser by going to the official page canva.com, or you can as well download Canva on your phone from your Google Play Store or from your iOS device. You can also have access to Canva. Now, Canva is a web application. What is a web application? Basically, anything that can also have an app version of itself and can function like an app, though they are on web. They are called web application. Just like you have an application on your phone, they are just for mobile application. But the one you have on web becomes web application and can as well be a mobile application. So basically, what Canva provides is they provide us with an amazing platform with a lot of templates. They understood the problem people face, and then they create a kind of platform for you to be able to create your content using their platform for free. However, we have also paid version, although you can do a lot with the free version. Now, the first thing you want to do when you get to Canva page is you want to sign up. Definitely you don't have a page on Canva, so you want to sign up. Now you have to click on sign up from this edge here. You have to click sign up, and then this little page pop up telling you, oh, you can actually sign up using your Gmail, using your Facebook account, and then your Apple account respectively. So you might choose to use any of these three, but in our case we choose to use Gmail. Now I already have an account with Canva, so when I click on Google, it's going to pop out a page likewise, and it's going to prompt me to choose any of my email address. So I'm using this first one here. I'll simply click on it, and then it also prompts me to log in. Note that this is going to load me to a login page, reason because I already have an account. Take note that this is showing a logo of my account here. So assuming I don't have an account, it's going to create an account for me, as well as give me an access to log in to the Canva work environment. Okay, so I haven't logged into the Canva environment. You need to understand the interface. Now on Canva or any application at all you want to make use of, the first thing you need to do is to get familiar with the environment. It's just like you, when you get to a place, you get to ask what is about, what are they doing there. The same thing is applicable on this app. You need to know what and what is attainable, and what are the environment are like, what can you do, and understanding just environment. So quickly I'll just show you around what environment we have here, what are the function and all of that. So the first thing you see here by default whenever you log in is you see a home tab, is where bold, you can see it here, bold also. It's telling you that this is your home, this is where you get to, and it actually makes sense that it's just going to show you recent design, and then recent work. These are not showing up. We might need to refresh the page. So this just show you your recent work and a few things on the home page. Then the next thing we have after home, we have the all your design. So if you click on all your design here, all your design will simply prompt you to the design you've made in the past and things you've worked on in the past. You can see them here, things we've worked on in the past, and then I can actually click on any of them and continue working on them, or I can maybe delete them or share them with whoever I want to share them with, or download them. The options are there for us to work with. Then okay, I just clicked on something. Let me return it back. Okay, let's take us back. So the next thing we have after all your design is we have shared with you. If you click on this place, basically on Canva, another thing about Canva is that it gives access to people to share with you, and you can also share with others. However, these persons must have created an online platform also. They must be on Canva before you can share with them. What does this mean? It means that anytime you are working on something, you can easily share that content with someone, and the person just adopt it and then start working on them. Then the next thing we have is all folders. Folders is just like a place where you keep your document safe. It gives you the enablement to create your document in category and different form of folder for them. For example, let's say I want to create a document for a particular school, let's say St. Joseph for example. I'm going to probably name this place St. Joseph as a folder, and if I want to create another design for a church, and then I have to name that name of that church, so that will make me have different folders for different purpose here, which should be lined up accordingly. Like this could be 1, next thing will be 2, just like that. So folder just give us a kind of platform where we can create and then save our document. For example, let's create another one here. Let's say I want to create another one, and then I want to name the folder maybe Canva class, and then I share with your team member. I'm going to explain team member in a second. So let me just create this. I'll click on create, and then we'll have it added to the initials, to the former folders. Let me go back to folder. Then we have Canva class as a folder. Now we also have design now as a folder. Can you see them? So there is no item on Canva class, obviously, because we just created it, but there is an item on this place. If you click on this place, you can see what content you have inside here. Can you see? You can adopt that, keep working on them, or you go back. That is that about the folder. Then the next thing we have is trash. Now whenever you're working, you might find it that you don't need particular content or design or video or whatever content you have, and then you might want to delete them. If you delete a content, maybe mistakenly or intentionally, this is where you find them. You have 3 tabs under trash, which is the design trash, we have the image trash, and then we have the video trash. Now obviously we don't have content on design and the video trash, however we have the content on the image trash. So what we can also do, we can click here and or either restore it, or we delete them permanently. So that is that about trash. Then we have theme. Recall that when we wanted to create a folder here, it prompted us to create a team. So if you are using on Canva, you can actually create a team of members that you can work with. So this team of members, basically you can share whatsoever you're working on with them, and they can also share with you. If you click on the creating of member here, you can say Canva class team. You just say continue, then it's going to prompt us to add email address of those team member, and then go to team. Do you get it? Then what advantage does this have? It gives us an access to share content in times of when we have to meet up with time, and then we need to work with a team of members that will probably work on other things while we take care of some other things too. So this gives room for what we call division of labor, and they also facilitate you working more effectively as a team. So that is that about team. Then the next thing we have is invite a member. You can actually invite someone. I think okay, on that create a member, we now have a team, right? So we might want to create a member under that team. So that is that. After you created a team, you might want to invite a member, which is what we just ignore right now. The next thing we have is brand. Now branding is very important to any business or business owner. When people see your logo, see your packs or anything you use as a company or as a body, the first thing you want them to understand is that this is a brand. For example, if you see a Coca-Cola anywhere, you are likely going to say, "Whoa, that is a Coca-Cola." And if you see a kind of design close to Coca-Cola, you might want to say, "This design looks like Coca-Cola, however, it is not Coca-Cola." So branding is very important. Here, it gives you access to create different design that can be used for your brand. What this means is that everything about what is there, color, the kit, the font, is going to be about your brand. You are going to customize everything fully about your brand. The advantage of this is that it gives you access to quickly go and take a design, just click on it and just make use of it from your brand. Then however, you can't use this link until you have a pro or a premium subscription. So we leave this place. The next thing we have is content planner. Now content planner is just a tab that gives you access to use what we call your date, stroke the week and the month. Now you can observe that we are in the 7th day of this month. This is 8. This is just like your calendar. Then if you get to this place, you see something like Martin Luther King Jr. Day. If you click on this, it's just going to tell you an idea. Martin Luther King's Day, celebrate the birthday and contribution of Ricky and all of that. From here, it's giving you a design idea on this day that you can do as a company, and then you can send it out as a greetings or as an awareness to your customer or your audience if you're a content creator. So basically that is what planner does. And then you can also click on an empty date and create a specific content for that day. You choose from a template and then you create that content for that day. So basically that is what the planner is about. Then the next thing we have here, which is the last also, is what we call the Try Canva Pro. Now any online platform or any device or any software is usually designed in a way to give you a free access. When you enjoy the free access, you might want to try the premium access. Now for in our case, we might not need to do the pro, but we might just need to show you what it's about. If you click on pro is just a way of going more professionally. You want to go to have access to more content, more stuff that you can use for your design. If you go premium, things are usually very, very much advanced, and you have access to other things that a lot of persons who are on the free mode can't have access to. So basically, before you can go pro, you will be given a 30-day free trial for you to see what it's about and all of that. But you might need to add up your MasterCard and then you make sure there is money or your fund, your account, so that when it is time for payment after 30 days, they can actually charge you for maybe monthly subscription or yearly subscription, as the case may be. So that is that about the interface. So every other thing you might want to check around and see what they are about and get familiar with the environment. Alright, so the next thing we want to talk about is the template. So now, one beautiful thing about Canva is that you create all your design from scratch, and you can also create all your design from an existing template. Now, what is a template? A template is like an already made design, a design that is made by someone else that you can adopt and use it for your purpose. A template is an already made design that can be adopted and restructured. Basically, that is what template is about. So if you click here, you see templates. Under templates, you see social media, you see personal, you see business, marketing, education, and trending. So these things has been categorized for different use and different purpose. So what you want to do, you are just going to look at the template and say, okay, as someone who has an Instagram page, for example, what you want to do is you want to create a post, maybe for your Instagram post or Facebook post or an Instagram story. So what you want to look at, you say you go to your template and then you say, okay, let's say Instagram post, for example, and then you want to create something out of something that has been made before, and then you're going to see diverse template. You might see a lot of them free and you see a lot of them paid, which means you must pay for it or purchase the license before you can use them. So but the ones that are free, you can actually click on them and then start working on them directly. Okay, let's try this. So we want to create a design from an existing template. What you want to do is you identify what you want to create, how you want to create what you want to create, and then you look for a template that is very close to what you intend to do. So what we want to do is to click on this guy here, and then you create a design from existing template. Now this is a description of what this is about. This is the title, and this is the dimension, 1008 by 1008 pixel. This just defines the size of this whole thing here. That is, from here, this size is telling us that this is 108 by 108, which means it's forming a kind of equal size of a shape in a rectangular form, which is called square. Now you're going to click on customize this template, and then you can fully decorate and do whatever you want with it. So we are going to click on this place, and then we have our environment here. Okay, so let's say for my purpose, I want to change some few things. I want to click on this is the background. Immediately you click on the background, observe that some other feature came up, like from here we have color, from here we have animation and other things. Here we have copy style, we have lock, and we have delete. So let's click out again. You see most of them disappear except for animation, and that is because we can apply animation to a full document. So let's remove that, or let's undo that. Let's go back, Ctrl Z. Alright, so let's click at the background and change a few things. Let's say we want a more darker color or a relatively very dark color, and then we want this guy to be on this guy, and then something like this. Let's say we want this guy to be maybe white, and then we want, okay, let's Ctrl Z and make the up maybe a black color, and it might not make a lot of sense because we are just trying to show you that you can actually edit from existing design. So okay, so we're going to create this, let's say we don't want this guy, we want to delete this guy, we just want this, only this guy. And then okay, so let's see, this is what we want. Okay, so the next thing we want to do to make it more beautiful, maybe we want to add animation to some of this content. For example, if you click on this, you can add individual animation to them. If you click on animation, it takes you to the animation panel here, element. You can choose the type of animation you want. Maybe you want it to fling, to fade out. Maybe this is what we want. Maybe we want this, and then this guy maybe we want it to come this way, and this guy maybe we want it to come this way. Now if you click on play at the top here, it gives you access to see what you've created and what it looks like. You can see that, very beautiful, isn't it? So we are going to expand this guy a little to make it more beautiful to the edge. Alright, so after doing this, let's click again and see. Now this is what we want to do, and after we are done, at the top corner here you can see download, and immediately you click on download. Usually if this design is without those animation, you will not see this guy here, this mp4, you won't see it here. But because this design now has a kind of element of video content, it's going to come up with an mp4 extension. That is, we want us to save it as an mp4. So because of that, we're just going to click download, because we have a video content within the design. So it's going to be a kind of video format when we download it. So once you click download, we wait. Now it will prompt, after download, it will prompt for us to save it in a particular location, and this is it. We're going to say save, and we can go back to that location and see what we've done. We open it with maybe any player on the system, maybe this guy. Beautiful. You can see what we've done with Canva, very attractive. So we can close this and then go back. That is that on creating or introduction to Canva. Alright, so if you are new to this page, you might want to subscribe to our page and also on or put on your notification bell, because we're going to be creating amazing content on graphic design, UI UX design, and we're going to be creating content on blogging. We're going to be creating content on cryptocurrency, and we're going to be dropping tips on tech, general tips on tech, and you don't want to miss out on some of this content. Thank you for your time, and then do have a wonderful day ahead.